call of prayer, and he just
loved the call of prayer.
Yeah,
Adhan.
Who murdered your brother?
I don't know exactly who. I think there are more players involved than we know.
I met her first at a concert in London. She was very kind, very loving, very sweet.
He had a tough life. He had a very tough life.
The one thing no one disagrees on is that the Masonic Order has never killed a bad person. Every person they eliminated was someone who changed the world for the better. From Tupac, to Michael Jackson, to Princess Diana, to the legend Bruce Lee. So why does the Masonic Order do this in the first place? They never decide to kill someone from the very beginning, never. Like I told you before, they always have several methods. Their first goal is to make you understand that the path you're on is wrong, at least from their point of view. As if they're telling you, come back, son, walk away from what's in your head. Their first move is to target the most influential people, artists, celebrities, people the masses love and listen to. They approach them with an invitation to join, convincing them that the organization exists to spread knowledge and light. That's exactly what happened with Michael Jackson. Some people are pure-hearted, well-intentioned, and naturally get deceived by this narrative. They join them sincerely. And that's what happened with Michael. But once Michael was inside, he realized it was all a lie. He understood that they were a dark criminal organization whose true goal was to destroy religions and glorify Satan through music and art. And as I showed you before, the evidence is hidden in the songs themselves when reversed. The messages turn into clear praise and glorification of Satan.
And you were stolen. Bitch, better have my money. Pay me what you want me. Don't act like you forgot. You know, mom, bad too. You know, mom, bad too. You know how I'm feeling inside. All girls wanna be like that. Bad girls underneath the light there. I sleep and leave my honey. I sleep and leave my honey. Sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall. I'll face it all together at skyfall.
Michael discovered all of this by pure chance through a man named John Todd. John Todd was exactly like Michael, a former member of the Masonic organization, until he uncovered their lies and deception. He eventually broke away from them and warned Michael Jackson that he needed to carefully review the songs that the organization was writing for him. This was because many of those songs, when played in reverse, turned out to contain glorification of Satan.
Recorded, it's taken in. On the full moon, it's taken in to a temple room about the size of this auditorium that is in every one of the major music companies. And it's placed on an altar sitting in the north of the room and a pentagram engraved in the floor. And 13 hand-chosen witches and wizards and a coven come in and conjure a principality or a power up, usually Regent or something like that, and order him to tell the demons under him to follow every record and every tape and count how many demons at least are there. That's too hard for you to believe? I'm sorry, that's why it is.
After this, Michael Jackson began reviewing his songs very carefully, and he indeed discovered a song that contained explicit glorification of Satan when reversed. This song was originally supposed to be released with the Thriller album and it was titled Heel's Heaven. From that point on, Michael's followers knew very well that he was the one who wrote all of his songs, or at the very least, that he actively participated in writing all of them. Up to this moment, everything appears to be interconnected. But what happens if the organization fails to recruit a person whom the people love? And even if they succeed, what if that person later breaks away from them, as Michael Jackson did? What do they do then? This is where step 2 begins. And what is step 2? Step 2 is the attempt to expose and discredit the artist or public figure, which is exactly what was done to Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Princess Diana, and Bruce Lee. Bob Marley was portrayed as a drug addict who was constantly absent-minded, despite the fact that he used marijuana only within the religious rituals of Rastafarianism and did not consume it outside of those spiritual practices. As for Michael Jackson, we all know what they did to him. They claimed that he changed his skin color, and when people did not believe that, they returned with accusations of child abuse and alleged that he suffered from pedophilia. Princess Diana was described as being excessively liberated, as someone who did not conform to the traditions of the royal family, and as a woman who dated many men, including Dodi Fayed. As for Bruce Lee, it was enough for the media to highlight the fact that he was Chinese. At that time, China was experiencing serious tensions with the United States, so they claimed that he was a spy working for China against America. So what comes after the attempt to destroy their reputation if it fails? In fact, this is exactly what happened. The American people, and indeed people all around the world, understood the plan and realized that all of these accusations were nothing more than rumors intended to destroy reputations. As a result, public love for Michael Jackson, Bob Marley, Princess Diana, and Bruce Lee only grew stronger. So what is the next step the Masonic organization takes after failing to destroy their reputations? An attempted killing? No, not killing. It is an attempted killing. Freemasonry never fails in its plans because it always has alternative plans. If Freemasonry, for example, wanted to kill you, it would kill you and it would not fail. But here Freemasonry is trying to say, as if had we wanted you dead, you would already be dead. So they create an incident, something like an assassination attempt, in order to frighten the person who refuses them. And this is exactly what they did with Diana, Michael, Bob Marley, and Bruce Lee. First, Michael Jackson. You may remember the incident when Michael Jackson's hair caught fire during the filming of a Pepsi commercial on stage. They failed to frighten him, so they returned and tried again in 1999 when he was performing the song Earth on stage, and the stage he was standing on collapsed and dropped to the ground. As I told you, they were not actually trying to kill him, but rather to send a message, as if, had we wanted to kill you, we would have.
You never saw the gunman,
At that time, no.
but you know who did it.
Yeah, I know that.
As for Bob Marley, I will tell you. They tried to kill Bob Marley in 1976, just minutes before his participation in a global concert. What is strange here is that Bob Marley went on stage and completed the concert until the very end. And when Marley was asked, "Why did you risk your life for just a concert?" he said a very strange sentence, and everyone was surprised at the time. He said, "If they wanted me dead, I would be dead now, but they are only trying to frighten me." And of course, this confirms what I told you. They know very well what they are doing. As for Bruce Lee, before his orchestrated death, there were indeed 2 real attempts to kill him. The first attempt was by poisoning in 1970. The second attempt was in 1972, and it was through an attempt to stab him. All these steps, my friend, are the same, and the method is one. Open your eyes and your mind, and you will understand their games very well. But if all these plans fail with the famous person, what do? I will tell you, unfortunately, they move on to the next stage, which is actual killing. This will be our topic in the next episode. We will begin with the death of Bruce Lee. Do not miss the episode revealing how Bruce Lee was killed.